Good morning and welcome to the 50 Cent Tour of December 26, 2012. Hope you had a great Christmas day and maybe you're ready to take a look at the world and come out of your little Christmas dream and see what's going on around you. So hop on the Liberty Bus. We have the heaters turned on this morning. Hopefully you'll find it warm and cozy, and we will begin our tour. Let's get the gun stuff out of the way because this information just keeps coming out and it is significant. LiveLeak reports that 440 plus school-age children shot in gun-controlled Chicago in 2012. Now, they didn't all die. Approximately 60 were killed. But these numbers have gone up. If you read the article, you will see that these numbers have gone up since guns were officially made illegal in Chicago. So we do need solutions. We need a safer place for children to grow up, but removing guns is not the answer. That's my opinion anyway.
Besides, Ralphie got his AR-15.
That's right. Any fans of A Christmas Story know that, wow, that is a gun culture movie. So, there it is. This gentleman, who is an inventor, says the internet is leaving children brain dead. He is an inventor, and he's concerned that spending a lot of time on the computer, children are often unable to make anything with their hands. Now we know that computers do make it possible for us to expand our knowledge, learn things, type faster, if that's significant to you. Computers are a tremendous tool, but sometimes we just have to step away. We have to have our kids step away, let them paint, let them sit down and play Monopoly with them, whatever. Let them learn real things in the real world sometimes so they can make that connection and so that they can be inventors too when they grow up. Because they may not be very successful as lawyers or other professionals. Generation Y wakes up from the American dream, faces an American nightmare. And this article is chiefly about young people who have gone to law school and been disappointed that they thought they could be professionals making a lot of money, and it's simply not working out that way. And their parents were baby boomers and they anticipated a great lifestyle. The way that we live in the industrialized world with division of labor and just the way that we live, it's great. There are benefits, sure. But it makes us very vulnerable. In agrarian societies where, at least where people were allowed to own their own land, they had a tremendous degree of independence, and there might be drought, there might be blight, but they weren't subject to the whims of men who were in control to raise up or crash their economy. And Micah 4:3-5, I really want to emphasize verse 4. They shall sit every man under his vine and under his fig tree, and none shall make them afraid, for the mouth of the Lord of hosts has spoken it. Now this is a prophecy, and it's not only about the agrarian lifestyle. But this really is an ideal, and this phrase is repeated in the Bible at different points of having a vine and a fig tree. And there was just a tremendous degree of independence, and none shall make them afraid. When you have your own land, you grow your own food, you produce a lot of your own goods, as many as possible, people don't have very much control over you. So this really isn't ideal. I'm wondering if we'll move back closer to this kind of an organic lifestyle. I think a lot of people long for it. A lot of Generation X and Y people that I have talked with long for this organic lifestyle. And a lot of baby boomers do too. Israel and Iran, a love story. Of course, that's a question. But this video suggests that the answer can be yes. And as I was scanning this morning, as I was surfing, I read some different articles about, on both sides, people angry, people trying to make other people angry. At some point, we beat our swords into plowshares and our spears into pruning hooks, right? And that is a decision that we can make ourselves. So, yes, there can be a love story about Israel and Iran. The people there don't want to die in either country. Most of them don't want to kill somebody either without a good reason. So we need to learn to resist the MIC and say no. No more war. No more enemies. Climate change is big business also for the insurance industry. And while this article is interesting, it states, it touches some ideas that I have been thinking about. We had a friend over yesterday who is very close with a lot of Native Americans, and we were discussing how the vibrations that we emanate as human beings, whether the low side of the vibrations of fear, anger, hatred, suspicion, so on, and the high end, which the highest is love, of course, and Jesus taught that as well, that the greatest is love. These vibrations impact the earth and the magnetic fields of the earth, and things change based on these vibrations. And our friend, who knows a lot of native lore, shared with us yesterday when we were talking about this vibrational thing, that Native Americans have well, they don't record, but in they have an oral history, and their oral history states that there were many years, I believe he said it was 200, that there were no major storms on this part of the North American continent where the natives were established. So peace among men impacts the earth and can allow peace on the earth as far as weather even. That's our goal. Maybe I'm not a big believer in New Year's resolutions, but maybe we can all join together and make that one for 2013. Thank you for joining with me today in watching this production of She Who Will Walk in the Dark Productions. And don't worry, I'm not going to sing There's Got to Be a Morning After, but there will be a morning after. So, go in peace.